Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong, the Zhong Cage Fighting Series owner. Right next to me, we have Anika Brown. Officially signed today, will be fighting on our upcoming event, August 20 at the heart of San Francisco Keys R Pavilion. Now, everyone who watched her last fight, I don't have to say much, say less. It's a crazy, exciting fight she put on the card, and somehow that fight went to a draw.
Yes.
So now let's talk a little bit about what's going down on your first MMA fight. What do you expect? How you feeling after the fight?
Honestly, I felt great. I did expect to have a little more chaos in it because I'm always a go-getter. I like to just go and have no chill. Yes. And my coach has been like pushing it on me, like technique over everything at the end of the day, and you have to pick and choose your battles and whatnot. And I kind of tried to play a little more technique, but I felt myself doing a little reckless things here and there, definitely.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah. So I was just expecting a little bit more, and I was actually really surprised that, considering that she's wrestled for so many years and stuff like that, I expected more out of her ground game and jiu-jitsu, but she had really good hip pressure that she did. I was having a hard time moving her and maneuvering to get under her, but I just expected a tad bit more. Right. But for my first fight, I'm pretty happy with it.
How do you feel like being on the spotlight, being in front of thousands of people and like all your friends and family? Like, how do you handle yourself on that pressure?
At first, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but once for some reason, I wasn't nervous whatsoever. Like, I had no nerves. I felt really ready. And then once they called my name, and I saw Gabe's face, and I could feel his energy, and then I could just feel like everyone else's and all the other fighters' energy is really crazy, because you have everyone kind of not necessarily stressing, but like all anxious and just like ready to go for it, you know. So I was like starting to kind of like, oh fuck. And then once I heard my music start and I first walked down, I saw everyone. I just remember like, holy crap, like
this is going down.
It's a big energy changer for you, and it's kind of like really motivating, and to see everyone up and moving with you, and to get your people moving with you and everything, it was really a dope feeling.
Yeah,
I actually really enjoyed it.
Now, August 20, deja vu once again.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, this upcoming matchup, you're supposed to be rematch with Solave due to a little bit of weight issues, and she's moving up to a weight class, and then you're moving down a little bit against the girls that actually moving up from a 25 to catch you the matchup, your walk around weight at 140. So how do you feel about the matchup against Jasmine Shannon?
Honestly, I'm pretty excited. Just from the videos that I have watched from her the past few months, I believe it had said, she's definitely a go-getter. She wants to go and scrap it out and fight, and honestly, I'm all for it. Like, now, it's exciting.
Watching your last fight and her last fight looks like a classic striker versus wrestler ground girl. So she's a little bit shorter. She's 5'2". She's slugfest. She's gonna come in trying to hunt for a head, and I don't think she's gonna try to no takedown. But do you think it will be kind of a strategy that I can predict that you're gonna try to take her down, drown her from the ground?
I mean, I'm sure that at some point, you never know with how it goes, especially now that I've been in the cage. Anything can go at any time. Like I said, I'm comfortable in my ground game, and I'm comfortable standing up as well. So wherever it takes it, it takes it. I'm sure, I will still try to shoot everything. I just gotta start working on getting a lot lower. Because she's a lot tinier. But yeah, honestly, I don't really have a game plan, to be honest with you. I'm just going in, and whatever happens, happens.
So that's exciting, and your fight went to a draw. I'm really looking for the rematch of this upcoming event. It just sucks that did not happen. So would you like to run that fight again in the future?
Definitely. I would love to rerun that fight. I think that it's something that it's unsolved and unfinished. We definitely need to rerun that back just to make it clear of like who won it.
Who won it? Yeah. Now, what would you do differently if you have to fight Solave once again?
I probably wouldn't go to the ground too much, to be honest with you, because like I said, I have a good jiu-jitsu game. I'm very confident in it, but at the same time, that was one of my downfalls of my fight, between pulling her on top of me and just getting stuck. and her being able to just stay there and control me, because I couldn't get it off of me.
Right.
And I don't think that she could fully hang with me on my feet. 110%.
We need to find out.
Yeah, so like I said, some unfinished business. So I hope sooner or later we can get her down to that weight, back at 145, you know, and whatnot, and go back at it.
Now, this upcoming fight, you guys doing a catchweight with Shannon. It's going to be 140 on the dot. Yep. So do you think about going down even more, or if Salave is down for the November card, will you go back up to 145?
If she's down for the card, then yeah, I'll go back up to 145. I don't want to go below 140 until my pro. Once I do go pro, we already talked about it, I plan on going 135 for sure. And who knows, maybe even lower if we have to, you know, but I don't see that, like 130 at the lowest, you know. Right. But yeah, definitely if she wanted to fight at 145, I'm all for it.
Well, hopefully November 12th.
Yeah.
Everybody came onto the last event, they talk about this fight, like, what is the draw? Especially some of the spectators, they don't really understand how she got a point deducted, is that correct?
Yeah, because when I had the arm bar, she had grabbed the fence. She was grabbing onto the fence, so I mean that's the only thing that I could have thought of, because other than that I didn't see any.
So could it be finished without grabbing the fence?
I don't know. In the heat of the moment, I wasn't really paying too much attention to that. I was more in survival, trying to figure out how to get up and everything and figure out a submission. So.
Right. So what if she didn't grab the fence, deduct the point, went to draw, or if she doesn't grab the fence, she couldn't be finished by the arm bar. So
I just think had I not, especially in my last round, pulling her on top of me, had I not went to the ground and pulled her on top of me and made that mistake, it would have totally been a different outcome, for sure, I believe. Either way, you know what I mean? Anything could happen at any moment, but definitely would have been a whole different ballgame.
Well, I'm definitely look forward to it. And this upcoming fight, you guys will be on the same card again from a 2 different weight class fighter, but you'll have another undefeated female. It's coming at you with some hammers, and I know you're a little bit slightly bigger, taller, longer, so it might be changing. If you learn from the last fight, might be trying to keep up on the feet and see what happens. You know, especially against the girls that like have 3 inches shorter disadvantage.
That's a big difference. Yes. When you think about it and just see it next to each other.
Yeah, she's 5'2", so it's like I'm like definitely
that's 5'6".
That's like 4 inches difference. So very exciting to watching this upcoming fight. So now for people want to get a hold of you, how can people contact you to get tickets to come watching you fight?
You can get a hold of me on my Instagram. I think it's
Anika Brown?
Yeah, you can look up Neeks Brown, Neeks Brown, or it's your girl Neeks. Either way, yeah.
That's it.
You can also reach out to my coach at the GF Club as well. So.
Yes, I have another one of 5 members from your club is also on the card. I can't wait to see him. And
Felix.
Gabriel told me to get a translator for him. I'm like, oh shoot! So he speaks Spanish, and need to get some Hispanic guys here to do the interview with him. So.
I'm excited for his fight.
Yeah. So now, any favorite UFC fighter of yours?
No.
No, yet.
I've started watching a lot more, but I still don't have anyone in particular.
You don't care about how they fight? You don't have any fighters that you admire the way they fight?
Not yet.
Not yet. And you want to make this your fight career, right?
Yeah.
You gotta know what's out there, though. Sometimes could do a little homework.
Yes.
Now, if Jasmine Shannon, watching this interview, what do you have to say to her?
Just continue to train hard and stay healthy, so that way we can show up to the fight and put on a good show. Yeah. I don't really have anything bad or good to say. I'm excited.
That's pretty awesome. Now, if Salave watching this too, what do you have to say to Salave?
Get on your way so that we can rerun this.
November.
Yeah.
November 12th. November 12th. Let's rerun this. Hopefully she can stay on point. But she also have a tough opponent in front of her.
Yeah, and I wish her the best of luck on her upcoming fight too. Honestly, there's no.
She's fighting a jiu-jitsu black belt, so and come from out of town. So let's see how that's going to play out.
It's exciting. I'm excited to watch it.
Yes. Now, do you have any special loved ones, training partner, coaches that you want to shout out to?
To my coach Gabriel, I just want to tell him a huge thank you, because he's been putting up with my attitude and everything else that a female brings to the team. I also want to give a big shout out to all of my training partners who have been there helping me day in and day out. and putting up with me. And on top of it, I have a bunch of new sponsors.
Oh,
so
yeah?
that's exciting. So I just want to give a shout out to Dada's Deli. I have Playbook Genetics. I have Elion. I also want to give a shout out to Hydro Pacific. My buddy Edgar's cleaning service. And then I have a couple others, but I can't think of them right this very second.
You might have to do a little shout out hashtag.
Yeah, they're all on my Instagram, so yeah.
How do you get so popular? So many sponsors. Like some of the pros don't even get that many sponsors.
I'm that person. I'm unique, and people like me.
That's awesome. You know, that's awesome. And then your dad is also like runs a company or something.
Yeah, I was working for him, but I actually work at a restaurant now. So
you quit?
I'm down in Santa Rosa now, so it's just a lot easier for me. Instead of going back and forth twice a day, I'm actually in the process of moving to Santa Rosa. So a bunch of different changes happening right now.
The gas is going crazy, you know.
Yeah, they think I'm rich or something. Like.
That's pretty awesome. All right, so now once again, for more information about this upcoming fight card, please check out DragonHouseMMA.com. We are updating the fight card every 2 or 3 days. Lots of matchups on the card. It's going to be over 20 fights on this upcoming card, and making sure you guys stay tuned. And I am Zhong Lo, and I'm signing out. And do you have any last word to say to anyone else?
Nope. Let's go.
All right, we'll see you guys August 20 at Heart of San Francisco Keys Art Pavilion. Making sure you guys stay tuned. This event is live stream pay-per-view nationwide on all different devices. So making sure you guys subscribe our YouTube channel, and then we'll see you guys on August 20. Thank you, Anika.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.